I guess we can go live. Hello, everyone. Over here, kind of scared because I'm like, this is the first time. But hello. Let me move my mouse. So this is the first time I'm streaming. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing okay. I don't really know what we're gonna talk about today necessarily. However, I wanted to do this for the first time, and I was like, I don't care if anyone comes or if no one's chatting or anything. I just need to full Aries ascendant. I just need to do this to kind of get rid of that fear, get rid of like whatever overthinking I may be having, and then we'll see where we take it from here, how I feel about it, and all of those things. So, right now, I have to say that if I feel very calm and if I sound very calm, is probably the power of my higher self. Because if it was for me, you will hear how my voice is like query and everything. Also, one of the things that I was thinking about was that I have so many cables next to me of everything that's connected. You know, the camera, the microphone, my laptop, the keyboard. Like, I have a mess next to me. If I want to stand up and like move anywhere, it's over. I will knock something down or something, and that scares me. So let's hope that doesn't happen. I'll try to not move. I mean, I am a professional at that. I do not move. Anyway, so in this, I was gonna say in this reading, in this video, no, actually, I was thinking of just having you guys next to me as I am setting up for a pick a card reading that I randomly thought of like a couple days ago. So I was kind of sitting and thinking, if I were to ever open up personal readings, hopefully sometime soon. I'm saying that because I hope that I eventually have the courage to like actually interact with people and stuff. I've been like in my hermit mode for a little bit too long, so coming out of that shell has been quite challenging and quite difficult. But yeah, so I was thinking, if I were to open personal readings, one of the things that I would like to do is like make a video or something, kind of say what type of reader I am, how do I do whatever it is I do. Also to make sure that people understand how I usually view tarot and what are my strengths and I guess weaknesses, right? Like one thing that I was thinking of is like, one of my strengths is that I usually focus on people's growths and people's energy. However, one of my biggest weaknesses as a tarot reader, because it's not really my focus, is like if someone wants something physical, like information of like, oh, how does my person look, or how will I meet this person? Unfortunately, based on how I read the cards and stuff, I don't really care, or it doesn't really come to be naturally. Like I have to like seek for that information and be like, okay, how will this person look, right? Like if it was me, I don't really care. I prefer their energy, what are they thinking right now, what are they going through right now. And that's why when I do my readings, like you guys may have seen in pick a card readings, or you guys may have seen and I guess the readings I do for idols, I usually don't focus on anything outside of like how they're doing. If anything ever comes up, like for example, I think the person that I can say for sure is Joshua. Whenever I have read for him, I have gotten like physical characteristics of people. Like I think it was in his individual reading, or in his, it was a reading I did for him that I remember like the horse came up, right, in the Wild Unknown Tarot. And when that one came up, I was like seeing images of like this person probably has beautiful hair, beautiful eyelashes, and it's something that's a very Joshua thing. Whenever I read for him, I do get a lot of like earthly physical things, right? How someone looks, what someone will do. In this case, it will be him. But if it was for me, I wouldn't get those things. That's because I had tapped into his energy, and that's what comes up. So I find that very interesting, very fun, and very enjoyable. But yeah, that's why I was thinking of that. And going back to the point. So I stopped a little bit because I was like thinking, if I do more live streams like this, you guys will notice how I usually start with one thing, my topics go all over the place, and then if I remember, I'll try to bring it back. But yeah, so I'm saying all of this because I was thinking of all of that. I kind of got an idea for a pick a card reading, and I was thinking, you know what would be kind of fun to do a pick a card reading where I try to group people in a way and be like, okay, what type of tarot reader are you? Of course, I'm saying tarot reader because, well, I'm a tarot reader, but it really depends what other people do, right? I guess it could be applied to any spiritual form or type of divination, right? Because I was thinking there might be some people that are able to maybe communicate with different groups of spirit guides. Like some people are probably they get their information from their ancestors, or some people maybe get energy from nature, or people get like their channel. I guess their form of channeling could be written, or it could be through cards, or it could be through music, right? Like we all have very different ways of getting our messages and getting all of, and I guess who we rely on as well. Like for example, as I mentioned, when it comes to like physical 3D things, I'm not that good at that. But when it comes to just energy, I'm very good at reading about that. Maybe some people are very good at reading the future, while other people are actually very good at tapping people's past lives, right? And I thought that would be such an interesting topic. I really want to do that. And because of that, I actually started working on that. And right here, I have the piles. So I think it was with the Happy Tarot, or maybe the Teddy one. No, it was a Happy one. So in the Happy Tarot, I took cards out and I was like, okay, how many piles are there going to be? So I was like mentally preparing myself for 4 piles. I was like, yeah, that's a good number. And then when I took cards out, I got the 6 of Wands. And I was like, bro, that is 6 piles. Good luck to my editor monkey, because that would be a lot of time. So as soon as I told my sister, so I got 6 piles. Are you ready for this big boy reading? And she looked at me and said, like, that ass looked at me and went, make sure that each pile is not more than 10 or 20 minutes. And I just, oh, hello. I'm over here rambling. I hope you're doing well. I knew this was gonna happen. I was like, right now we're gonna have some people here, and I'm just gonna be talking and talking. Like I don't really need other people to talk for hours. I mean, that's kind of what I do on my videos. I just talk to myself. Of course, I have the cards in front of me, but I kind of just talk to myself all the time. And my editor monkey making fun of me. Anyway, so I was like, but the moment someone actually enters into the, I guess, into the live stream. Oh, I'm sorry. Enters into the live stream. I say sorry because I just like hit the mic a little bit. The moment someone actually enters the live stream, I'll be like panicking, like, oh crap, we actually have people here. Hello everyone. Which is now that I think about it, a very fitting title. But yeah, as I was mentioning, so we're gonna have like 6 piles. I'm not gonna do the pick a card reading right now. I just want you guys to kind of hang out with me as I set up the oracle cards. And then when will this pick a card reading be published? I have no clue, because this one's not planned, in the sense of I usually have my sister and I, since she edits my videos right now, we usually like sit down and we start planning, okay, how will the month look like who do you want to read for, what type of readings we're gonna have out. And we do that to get an idea of, I guess, to mentally prepare ourselves. On my side, prepared on the sense of what to record. Like when I sit down, I am a lot less stressed if I already have an idea of who I'm gonna read for. If not, I'm over here like, what do I feel like doing? I have no clue. I get overwhelmed. But we also do that so my sister mentally prepares and goes like, oh, this week we're gonna have a big reading, so get working, get editing, get recording, get drawing, right, for thumbnails and stuff. So this one is not planned, so there's no rush, but yeah. So I'm not gonna pick a card reading right now. I am just going to take oracle cards out and like start settling the piles, because I was thinking I can do that while we're just like hanging out, in case I have nothing to talk about, which clearly I underestimated, because I'm still talking, and I have not shuffled anything. So, yeah. But how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. Feel free to answer, and if not, it's also fine. I'm just kind of continue talking like crazy, like usual, the normal stuff. here. Let's see. So we're just gonna shuffle some cards. You guys are about to see how messy this can get. In the sense of, I'm gonna be like concentrating. I'm just thinking, you know, may everyone get the messages that they need to hear, answer with love and healing messages and stuff like that. Also, if you... Oh yeah, tomorrow we're... Wait, I can talk about this because all I have to do is finish the thumbnail. But yeah, tomorrow we have a big boy reading. I hope you guys like it. Yeah, I had to stay quiet for a little bit so I can concentrate on my question. Like, do you guys know that when you read for yourselves, like if you guys do tarot, when you read for yourself, it's very good to actually write down your question. Because I don't know about you guys, when I think of a question, I start breaking apart my question and be like, is that really a good question? Like, I start going, okay, what am I actually asking? What does this terms mean? I think that I got that from my high school days with TOK. Twice? I don't know when we're gonna have a Twice video, but I can squeeze one in. My other monkey will definitely be happy if I do a Twice video. I thought if I turned around, she was gonna look at me like, hell yeah, give me that Twice video. But no. Tomorrow's not a Twice video. I am so sorry. But if you guys are a Twice fan, are you guys excited for the concerts? Have you guys seen anything about that? I'm excited. Since they're coming to Chicago, I'm like, yeah! I hope they have fun. But do you guys, that is true. Any suggestions, any Twice one that you want to do? You will like to see, actually. To do. Like, you guys are not doing the reading. I'm the one doing that. Thank you, Editor Monkey. But yeah. What? Oh yeah, there you go. I just remember what I was going to say. So today, Twice well, not Twice, but like in their official channel, I think they just uploaded like the World Tour trailer. Oh my god! Next week? Aren't they starting in Australia already? Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at my Editor Monkey like, next week? Is Twice already? Yeah, but anyway. Hold up, let me get my thoughts together. But yeah, with the Twice day, I was like, seeing their schedule, and my sister and I were like, hoping that everything turns out well, because I don't know about you guys, just seeing all the dates and all the places that they're going, how much they probably have to travel from one place to another, it's insane. I don't know how idols do it. It's crazy. Let's just send lots of love and lots of blessings so everyone stays nice, healthy. Because yeah, it's gonna be tiring, of course, but it's still nice to still send them some nice prayers. You know, let's just hope everything turns out well. Because yeah, I don't know about you guys, like, you know, I'm a carrot, so when 17 came to Chicago last year, and they had already like a couple dates, like they had gone to a couple places in the US before they reached Chicago, and they looked so, they were filled with energy, but you could tell that some people were already tired. And it was like, I hope they're doing okay. I hope they're doing well. It's kind of, you know, you're like, as a fan, you're like so pumped and excited, and you want them to be excited too, but there's just so much your body can handle. Like as I was joking earlier in the live stream, I don't move, so just imagining myself as an idol, like dancing and singing and having to smile to everyone, like, I'm sorry, as an introvert, sometimes I need to like go back to my shell. But then, you know, as a workaholic, I think I'll be like, no, I will smile and wave, boys. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. And as I mentioned, let's hope our idols do well too. It can be quite rough to work and move constantly. Like, just thinking of myself doing that, and I go like, no way. All props to them, because It's tough business. Oh yeah, and for like if someone wants like a twice reading, we could do an update reading, a friendship reading, um, what other types of reading? I was actually thinking of doing a new type of reading. Spoilies. I was thinking. So I already did like the spouses reading for twice and the girlfriend readings for them, like what type of girlfriend they will be. But I was thinking of introducing a new type of reading. I was talking to my sister about this because we're like, how will we go about this? How we're gonna, how should I put it? Like how many cards will go out, or like how long we want these videos to be. And we were thinking of doing like ideal types, right? I was like, in their individual readings, we do like a love life. Like there's an area for their love life. And in that one, we get all types of things. We get people that are talking about, their families and their support system. So like the people they love, not necessarily just romantic. Other people start talking about self-love and self-healing. Like I've been getting a lot of that for my newer groups. And by my newer groups, I don't mean like the new people I'm doing necessarily, but I mean like the groups are like barely, their careers in the idol industry are like pretty young, and many of them are also very young people, and many of them are like going through transformations of just growing up, trying to find themselves and all those things. And I noticed that there's very few people that actually go like, I want a person like this with this other thing that's going through this or this and that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I think an ideal type will be very fun. I hope you guys will be excited for something like that. Oh, that is true. The fight for a ticket. It was so sad. So, of course, we want to see Twice, and we were going to see them in Chicago. And that first date, like, it was so, like, that whole week was so stressful when the tickets came out. But yeah, I hope that anyone that's going has lots of fun and that they actually enjoy seeing Twice. Okay. Bro, what am I thinking? Okay. Type of reader. But yeah, I'm gonna set up the piles, and then when I have them ready, I think I'll stop the live stream so like that I can start recording, because this one's gonna be a very big boy reading in the sense of it will be lengthy when recording this one. I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep. One of a nap that I took before the live stream, and 2, which is the ones that I took in the morning. Oh yeah, what time is it with you guys? With me is 10:48. So it's kind of late. Well, late is relative. For some people, 10 p.m. is probably when they're getting fired up for the night. It's like, oh, this is when my day starts. For other people, 10 p.m. is probably a time they're already asleep. I'm sorry, I hope that was not too loud. Yeah. Actually, before starting the live stream, because I've been wanting to do this for a while, because I'm like, oh, I want to, hang out with people, interact with them, or do something a little bit outside of what I usually do, in the sense of when I'm reading for people, I get very serious and I'm not joking around as much. So you guys probably don't really see when I'm like being kind of silly and stuff. I don't consider myself to be super silly because I am surrounded by monkeys. No, I'm joking. I'm talking about my family. My editor monkey was like probably one like, wait, what do you mean monkeys? Yeah. But yeah, my sisters are way sillier than I am. So I don't consider myself to be a silly person. But yeah. Hold up. Type of tarot reader. Yeah. What was I saying? So yeah, so I wanted to do live streams to be a little bit more relaxed and just kind of hang out with you guys, and so you guys get to see like a different side of me, I guess. Even though, I mean, right now I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm still in my tarot reader mode because I'm thinking, you know, truthful messages, honesty, sincere, healing, loving messages. You know, this is the type of thing that you kind of have to think about when you're like preparing piles for pickup or reading. You kind of have to you kind of have to like make sure that you set the right intentions. It definitely helps. You know, you set the right intentions, you put the cards out, and then you just trust that everything works. By the way, if this is night for somebody else out there, I wonder if this is like a nice and calm, relaxing stream. If that's the case, I hope you're enjoying it. So yeah. Oh, so the whole thing with Toy, now that I finished with that. So yeah, it was stressful. It was brutal. It was a tough fight. But then and we didn't get tickets the first day. We were like, it's over. Life is depressing. Life is tough. You know, like it was tough to just think and be like, oh, we're not going. We fought a good fight. But then when they announced like more dates, we're like, well, time to go through this process all over again. And hopefully we actually do get tickets this time. And we did. So I look forward to seeing them in June. Is it? Yeah, it's at the end of June. Which, you know what's funny? So as I mentioned, since I'm a carrot and 17 just had a comeback not so long ago, it is so funny because everyone in my timeline is going like, I do not want to imagine how we will have to fight for those tickets. And I just kind of started shaking. Okay, no, I'm joking. I'm exaggerating on the shaking part. Just thinking of, bro, that is true. I will have to fight for those tickets. Actually, I don't know if I will be going to the 17 concert. Last time that I went, I was close enough to the sound system that my ears almost burst. Like, I kid you not. I'm becoming an old lady. I'm saying that I'm still pretty young, but don't get me wrong, I'm a young person still. But my ears were hurting so bad when I came back, and it was not a fun time. It really wasn't. It was like it was rough. That when I was like, I want to just kind of hang out. Now I don't know about you guys, but when I shuffle cards, I actually relax. Or like I think it's not routine. What is it called? I think it's a habit, right? That I need to like calm myself and like mentally focus on what I'm doing. That the moment I start shuffling cards, I just automatically relax like very quickly. I just like my mind clears itself up. Yeah, my sister has been telling me off for that one. Be like, you took like ear protection and you did not wear it. Of course it was gonna hurt. And I was like, well, I have learned my lesson. I will take care of my ears. So yeah, guys, if you guys go to concerts and stuff, take care of your ears. It can be painful. Especially if you're kind of close to the actual sound system. Like, not necessarily the stage, but like where the sound is coming from. Ugh. Till this day, my ears go. Oh, you know what I was seeing not so long ago? Like, I was just scrolling through YouTube, and I randomly got like an ASMR video of someone just shuffling cards, right, and like doing kind of tricks and stuff. And I was like, if I learn how to do like all that shuffling, like how do they do it? Like, they will split the deck and just move it like this, flip the card, you know, spread them out like a circle fan, and then like bring it together. I saw all of that and I was like, I can be like all showy on my videos and be like, oh, let's take a card out and then boom, do a whole trick. I hope I'm not too loud. And then just do a whole trick and be like, oh, there's your card. And it's just like one card, but I did like a whole circus routine of sorts. Like, I thought that would be kind of funny and kind of fun. But playing cards are smaller than tarot cards, so maybe it will not be that easy. Would you guys like to see that? Me like actually like trying to oh, that was a bad one. Me trying to like do a bunch of tricks, like, you know, like the bridge is one of them, right? Like, they do that and then they go and you just hear it and it's such a satisfying sound. Actually, I make no promises. This is just us being in the Lululand, being like, ugh. imagine if we just could. They look so pretty. I actually like the teddy tarot. It's very cute. My younger sister gave it to me as a birthday gift, and it's adorable. What was I going to say? So yeah, we finished with the piles. I don't know if you guys want to continue hanging out. You know what? For everyone present, for all 5 of us here, one message for us. We have the Queen of Swords reverse. We have the 9 of Cups reverse. And then we have the King of Cups upright. Nice! I say nice just because of the King of Cups. Because everything else is tough business. Yeah. So how are we doing, guys? We have the Queen of Swords reverse. I guess many of us have either a lot of thoughts going through our heads or our mind is kind of muffled. And with the Queen of Swords reverse, it could also mean that we're finding it kind of difficult to communicate properly. Not gonna lie. Right now, we are in Mercury retrograde, apparently. Apparently, Mercury went retrograde right now in Taurus. So, you know what they say. I usually don't really care with like Mercury retrogrades and stuff, because I go like, I don't need Mercury to be retrograde for me to like not be able to speak properly or think properly. I do have a lot of Mercurian energy with my Virgo and Gemini placements, so I'm kind of used to be a bit scatterbrained. That's why I write things down, because if I don't write it down, I will probably be overthinking stuff or just forgetting, because I'm constantly going like, oh, I have to do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this other thing, oh, I can't forget this, I can't forget that. So since I'm constantly like thinking about stuff like that, I need to write things down. So I'm kind of used to it, and also not being like kind of like stumbling on my words and stuff. That's pretty normal as well. So I go like, Mercury retrograde has nothing on me in that sense, right? But the other thing that this Queen of Swords reverse could represent is that many of us are probably not really speaking up our minds. We're finding it very difficult to say what we have to say without feeling judged or without feeling or I guess also finding it kind of difficult to say what we think in a way that we feel we were able to deliver our messages. So yeah, guys, we're going through it. This 9 of Cups reverse, many of us are currently very unsatisfied with life. It's okay, guys, we'll figure something out. Things will become better, it's fine. Also with the 9 of Cups reverse, it could mean sometimes like having difficulties realizing or believing that our dreams will come true. But don't worry, dreams come true, everything will be fine. And then with the King of Cups upright, it shows that in the future we will eventually be able to master our emotions, feel a bit more comfortable with just being in the present moment, being comfortable with working with our emotions and be like, oh, this is what I want, this is what my heart wants, and go along those lines and just kind of have peaceful times. I guess the King of Cups could also mean that we will be able to communicate with our mind and our heart. I'm saying that because we had the Queen of Swords earlier, so that kind of shows that maybe in the near future things will look better, it will be brighter. And lastly, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the bottom of our deck, so that kind of shows that there is an opportunity coming in pretty soon. How soon? I have no clue. Better sooner than later, right? But yeah, with this Ace of Pentacles, it's like eventually an opportunity will come through, something that's meant to be long lasting, something that could help our finances or our career. And also with this Ace of Pentacles, is like there is a new chapter, I'm imagining like a sunrise, right? So that's kind of like a start of a new day, the turn of a new leaf. Is that what it's called? Like when we start a new chapter, something along those lines. So yeah, I do hope that everything turns out well for all of us, whatever our dreams are, whatever our goals are at the current moment. Let's hope that things get better. But anyway, I will leave that there. It was funny because when I started this live stream, I was about to clap so the sound will synchronize. I was going to do all of these other things that I usually do for when I'm recording videos. So I thought that was funny. I was like, oh no, I need to get out of that mode. This is not a video, this is a live stream. But I do feel. Oh, hello. Yeah, I was about to like close off the live stream, but thank you for coming in and saying hi. Does HLW say? Does that mean hello world? I don't know why I thought it was hello world. Oh, sure, you can ask a question, then we can wrap it up. I'm saying, I'm not busy. I'm just hanging out. Yeah. Oh yeah, imagine me doing the claps out loud. I would just be hurting everyone's ears. If I just go like clap, so I can synchronize the sound in the video. Oh yeah, and thank you for subscribing. Hello, fellow new subscriber. I say fellow new subscriber, but I mean, I guess. Yeah, but I'm ready whenever you are. Think of your question wisely, and I will do my best to answer it. I'm assuming that this is someone you know. So let's see if your person if your person has feelings for you. Let's go. So the first card that came out is the Devil, the Two of Swords reversed, and the Nine of Wands. So we have tough cards right here. So with the Devil, so we have, okay, hold up. So we have the Devil upright, the Two of Swords reversed, and then the Nine of Wands upright. So with this energy, look, even though it feels tough, I didn't feel like this stinking feeling at all. So this kind of shows that there might be a lot of external conflicts, a lot of environmental issues, in the sense of like maybe opposition or maybe distance, or worrying too much about what other people will think, maybe family, maybe society, or even like limiting beliefs of sorts, of like someone feeling like, oh, I'm not good enough for this person, or oh, this person may feel out of my league, or something along those lines. With the Devil, there's I always see the Devil as society, right, in the sense of implementing other people's beliefs or what we think it's the normal thing to do. I guess it makes sense. But I'll tell you this, with yeah. So as I was saying, you can have like people being like, using other people's views of what should happen or what's normal or how things should work out, and then we kind of put that with ourselves, and that could be kind of like this, because the Devil energy in tarot usually talks about someone being under the illusion of something, and because of that you kind of feel held back. So in this case, yeah, it kind of shows that maybe, if you guys had a fight, it could have been over material things as well, because this is Capricorn energy. So it could be either finances were a bit rough, or maybe other people were just getting too involved with a relationship and it just made things very complicated. And in the middle is kind of like the current energy, right? So we have that Two of Swords reverse. So this kind of shows that it is a bit difficult for both of you guys to see what is right from wrong, or what are your options, what are decisions to make, right? Because the Two of Swords usually talks about someone that has two options, right? It could literally be anything, picking one path or the other, trying to reconcile or not, or like, so this kind of shows that right now everything is a little bit foggy. So if this was a very recent fight or something, it could show that right now both of you are still trying to process what happened, and trying to process how you're going to go about it and how you're going to continue forward. I'm not seeing, again, I did not feel this sinking feeling at all. I think this is just kind of like a bump in the road. I think this just kind of shows that things are challenging at the current moment, because both of you, had like a difficult, probably a fight, right? You said it was a fight, so that just kind of shows that you guys are trying to get your ideas straight, because it is the Swords energy. So it's like communication may be not going through right now, because both of you are trying to organize your own thoughts, try to learn from this process, trying to process what even happened, what caused it. When fights like this happen, it's very good to see it, try to see like what was I feeling, what did I say, what actually happened, what was not said as well, because that is important, right? Being able to have that healthy communication with yourself will make it easier to then have a healthy and truthful and honest conversation with the other person. So with this Two of Swords, the best way to navigate something like this is with a little bit of time to allow things to settle down, and also by using your intuition to figure out what feels right for you. Like, oh, is now a good time to talk, or is now a good time to just retreat and try to get my thoughts together before saying anything. And then with the, yeah, I will say, here's the thing also, if you're not talking to each other right now, I do feel that when you feel ready, test the waters. So because I do feel, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when there's fights, pride can get in the way, and people can like not talk to each other because there's like, oh, I'm just waiting for that person to talk to me first and like apologize or whatever, right? But sometimes it is, I think it is good to reach out and be like, are you doing well? Or just be like, are we good now? Can we talk about it? Or something along this line. So like if you feel ready to reach out, definitely do it. Definitely go for it. And see how things are. If there's still no communication, it's like, okay, I'll give you some time. When you're ready, we can talk. But yeah, with this last card, which I do feel that this is probably what's going to happen, is the Nine of Wands. So this kind of shows that right now you guys will definitely fight through this, in the sense, not in like arguing again, no, don't get me wrong, but fight through this in the sense of like not giving up on this connection. So you asked if there will be commitment. The answer is yes, I do, because we have two upright cards and one reverse. So that's what I was thinking with taking three cards out. But yeah, with this card, is kind of like the future outcome, right? So I do feel that both of you guys will definitely persist over this. I do feel that both of you will definitely talk about the fears that you're facing, as well as the obstacles that you have faced and how things were difficult for both of you. So I do feel that this will be a heart-to-heart conversation that you will probably have. With the Nine of Wands, it usually talks about someone that is a bit afraid of taking action because there's still open wounds, in the sense of like there's still pain, there is still like you can still remember why things happen. So I do feel with this Nine of Wands, it kind of shows that you guys will definitely have a heart-to-heart conversation, and you guys will probably talk about the things that were painful, the reason why, like, oh, this is what I was feeling and that's why I reacted like this. And then your person will also be like, oh, that makes sense because, when you said those words, it made me feel like this because I was feeling this. So I do feel that you guys will have a healthy conversation about what happened, because both of you guys are still willing to put in the work for this connection to work. And I do feel that there's still commitment here. In the sense, I mean, I don't know what form of commitment necessarily, but definitely the type that is worth fighting for. Let me put it that way. And then just to close off your reading, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So things will definitely pick up steam, in the sense of things will move quickly after that. So I do feel that, I mean, to start off your reading, we did have the Devil, which is a Major Arcana card. And this kind of, what is it called? With the Major Arcana, we usually talk about checkpoints in our life that are very important. So this kind of shows that you guys went through this obstacle as a couple, because you both had to kind of figure out what your differences were. Try to kind of like take your blindfold off, right? The Devil in the Two of Swords kind of talks about that, of like being able to see things for what they actually are, and not being influenced by external energy or other expectations, right? So on the bottom of the deck, this kind of shows like the overall energy in your reading is the Eight of Wands. Things will eventually pick up, and the energy will kind of focus on one goal. So usually the Eight of Wands talks about energy that's going very quickly, because all of that action that's going to be taken is now focused and it's going in one direction. So I do feel that eventually things will, when you guys have this heart-to-heart conversation, you will be able to see how you're able to do things together again, hang out again, talk again like normal, and things will seem to just flow naturally and freely, and maybe things will speed up a little bit. So if you guys had plans that kind of had to be put on hold because of this fight, I do feel that as soon as you have this heart-to-heart conversation and take the action to actually talk about the things that you're afraid of, the expectations that you had, and how maybe those expectations were not met, and how you guys are willing to, I guess, compromise to make sure that you understand each other. As long as you learn from this experience, you will definitely start to see results and maybe continue with whatever plans were put on hold. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I hope I'm kind of embarrassed and shy right now, but yeah, thank you from, I hope all of you guys in India are doing well, since, I mean, that's where you guys are from. So thank you. But yeah, I think I would just, I feel so happy being able to just read and just have the messages just flow through. So I hope you guys, you liked your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope everything works out for you too. So I will just call it a day. I'm pretty happy with how this live stream went. I hope you guys really enjoy our time together, and I'll see you on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. And love and healing from my part to you. And once again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will definitely leave the video up so we experience the first step to our live streaming, I guess, life, I guess, chapter, journey. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. If I will definitely like to live stream eventually again, so I'll see you guys on that next one. And if not, I will definitely see you on a video that I upload eventually, which will be tomorrow. A video tomorrow. Look forward to it. Anyway, I will maybe record a little bit before going to sleep, or if not, I will go to sleep. I hope you guys have a good day, night, or evening, or whatever, decent day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. It's gonna take me a while to figure out how to end the stream. Give me a second. But if anything, bye bye bye. Bye bye.